Your prerequisite is having studied TimeMaker Matrix Lesson 5, Understanding Filters. This short tutorial will go over a way of arranging the matrix by certain various helpful orders. Let's take a look at the Order By pull-down menu. Here you can select the way the items will be ordered and presented on the matrix. For example, by target date, by start date, by completed date, and so on. The first one we're going to start with is Order by Target Date, which is what is currently selected and is the default. This arranges the production items on the matrix based on their target date. Simple enough. Next is Order by Requested Target Date. This arranges the production items based on their target date, but in the case of a date move request, which has been issued but not approved as yet, the system will arrange that based on the date of the requested date move. So for example, we see here policy, which is requested for the 30th. If we go back to target date, we see that policy is actually on the 28th. That's the original target date, but the requested target date is for the 30th. Make sense? Order by start date arranges the items based on their start date. All of the items will either be today or in the past, because you can't start a production item in the matrix in the future. Also notice that the order by choice is presented on the TimeMaker info bar, and here. Next is order by completed date, and we'll get back to this one, because it's a bit different. Order by tag date arranges the production items based on their tag date. If the items don't have a tag date, those items are arranged based on their target date. For example, the production item flour is tagged for the 29th. If we go to the target date, we see that the production item flour is actually targeted for the 31st, but the tag date is for the 29th. Order by last action date arranges the production items based on the date of the last action taken in general with that item by the performer or the owner. You will notice that all items are in the past or today, of course, because you can't take an action in the matrix in the future. Order by last performer's action arranges the production items based on the date of the last action performed by the item's performer. As you can see, all items are also presented either today or in the past. So if we take the example of trial, the last action taken by the performer, Adam Green, was on the 27th. But if we go back to order by last action, on trial we see that the last action was on the 28th. Now we know that it wasn't by the performer, it was by the owner. Because back here, on order by last performer's action, the last action taken by the performer was the 27th. Does that make sense? Now there's one more we haven't covered yet. Order by completed date arranges the items based on the date they were completed, but generally the matrix doesn't really show any items that are already done. So what we have to do is go to Filters, we go to Status, and we go to Completed on Time and Completed Beyond Target Date. This will show us all items ever completed in the company. So right now, by default, they're ordered by target date. If we go, for example, to Order by Last Action, it will show the time the last action was taken with those items. But now, if we go to Order by Completed Date, it will order them all according to the date that they were actually completed. And that's the use for that order by selection, and it has uses in other filters as well. And that concludes TimeMaker Matrix Lesson 6. Your next recommended lesson is Grouping, Lesson 7. See you there.